You are now listening to Receipts Denied.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Hey, y'all.
Hey,
girl. Hey.
How is everybody?
I'm good.
Good. I'm glad the snow is gone.
Oh, my God.
The snow isn't gone.
Yeah, I mean,
it's gone off the roads, but it's still all over the trees.
And it's supposed to snow again next week.
I'm talking about snow far as it's gone and I'm not stuck in the house.
Oh, okay.
I'm
yeah.
so over it. I actually hate snow, precipitation, cold weather.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I don't like any of it.
Yeah, me neither.
I like it for the fact of being a teacher and not having to go to work.
Yeah, see, we're not in the education system.
Yeah, so that's the only
Right.
reason why. But also, when you're in the house for so much time, when it's snowing, you be like,
It's time to get out.
I need to go.
You getting cabin fever.
Yeah, I'm like,
Okay.
I gotta go. But
Yeah.
Give me summer.
Yeah,
Anyway.
give me summer all day, every day.
yeah, no,
okay?
I like spring too. But
Yeah, I like spring, but I like
but summer I can be at the beach.
I was born
I
in
can
the
be at the
spring,
beach, yeah.
but I really like summer.
day parties on rooftops.
Oh, my God, yes. Bring it back.
Don't you stop.
Bring it back.
We always can fly to Miami right quick.
I know.
Yeah.
Quick trip.
Bring it back.
Okay. Well, welcome back, guys.
Hey.
Today we're talking about the good girl, bad guy. I mean, good girl, good guy persona. Is it like an act or is it really a thing? So let's get into it.
All right. And are you really a good person or it's a facade? I think a lot of times, some people it's a facade.
Yeah.
But I also think people are different depending on who they're around. I think
Yeah.
that's a thing.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
That's common.
And then
Yeah.
there are genuinely good
People.
people.
No, like us. Genuinely good people.
But somebody might say, hey, yeah, well, they was nasty to me, though, when they were around me. But really, I really was not nasty to you. I just maybe didn't like you.
Or you could be considered nasty because I had a situation where I was considered nasty and a whole group of women stopped talking to me.
Oh.
But it was just based off of not truly knowing who I am, and I had been drinking. Instead of
Had a little drink.
no, yeah, I did. I was drinking, but like I feel like if I got drunk with y'all and I said something weird, you be like, bitch, get the fuck out my face, whatever, or you need to chill or whatever. Or you wait till the mom like, girl, let me tell you what you did. No, this is not what these girls did. They completely created like a whole, they didn't like me.
Oh, God.
And wasn't talking
They
to me.
needed a
And-
reason.
And as an adult, I'm like,
Weird.
and I'm truly a good person.
Yeah, you are.
So I can say, hey, when I get drunk, when I drink, which I don't drink no more.
Today. Thank you.
We had 100 days.
I'm
of
happy
alcohol.
for you.
Yeah,
100
congrats,
whole
girl.
days. But
California
yeah,
sober.
sometimes situations like that will make it look like you're the bad guy. And no, I'm not the bad guy. But I
Yeah.
will say I'm very outspoken, and outspoken can be taken in a different way.
Say it again. Yeah.
It can. Like, I could say something, and I'm not trying to be malicious. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, but I'm being as transparent as I can, and it's taken wrong. So I assume that's what happened. They never told me exactly what I said.
Okay.
And
Okay.
when I found out what was happening, I didn't care to learn what. Okay, y'all made y'all choice not to deal with me. Cool.
Yeah.
I left that alone. Kept it moving.
I think without getting into it, because obviously we're going to really get into it, I think for me what opened my eyes to what type of person I am or what type of person I want to reflect is if more than one person is saying something about you, then you really need to evaluate it.
Right.
So that's what helped me to evaluate
Right.
what people see, not because you care so much about what people see, but if that's not what you're trying to give off, then hopefully you give off what you're trying to exude
Yeah.
to the world. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, so let's get into our hot takes where we talk about people that maybe have given off good personas and then it switched up somewhere, somehow.
And our first one is Jonathan Mayers.
Majors. Yeah.
Well, do you feel like he really gave off a good guy persona? I think
He gave it off enough for Hollywood to put him in films because then they stopped after the bad guy persona or the
I
bad
think,
part
honestly,
came out.
He was just living his life.
He was.
And,
He was.
You know, unfortunately, his personal life became public.
Yeah.
And so, based on the situation, you know, it was DV, and of course, that is a very rough topic for a lot of people because it presses a lot of buttons, it evokes a lot of emotions. You know, it's a lot of he said, she said at that point, but I don't know if I can deem him a bad person.
Right. I don't think so.
I can't even say that he was putting on a good guy persona.
Right.
you know,
he was just being himself.
yeah,
He was just being himself, and then something happened, and now he's the bad guy.
And I also think, though, when we say persona, it's the perception.
Yeah.
So he was perceived as one thing, whether he was or wasn't. The thing is, the public thought he was a good guy. And not that him having the situation made him a bad guy. The public now just there's a bad connotation with his name. Yeah. So I think that's sometimes where, like, we'll say, oh, I can't believe he did that, when you watch stuff.
But...
And then you come to find out. I mean, I don't know. I think the worst form of good guy, good girl persona is a narcissist.
Yeah, but I feel like even with that, what people saying, I can't believe he did that. To me, you don't know him. All you know is what you see when he's acting. You don't know anything about this person. So when these things come out, I need people not to be so shocked that a person can be human.
Yeah,
you're human.
That's true.
You can make mistakes. Not, we don't play around with that domestic violence or whatever. But he can make a mistake the same way
anybody else can. Yeah,
that's true. When people are in the limelight and people are, in the eye of the public, it's like people put them on a pedestal. Absolutely. Hey, they breathe the same air we breathe. They just got a couple coins.
Yeah,
they have a talent that they're sharing with the world. As far as him, like he's an actor, like.
So that's true. I think getting into, like, segueing into our second topic for hot takes, with Tia Mowry and her husband, I think incorporating the Jonathan Majors thing, I think also what people get bad guy and good girl, or good girl and good bad guy, whatever the persona is from people being secretive or private, and it's private. So therefore, you're getting a persona that you're this way, because normally what you do is in private. So when it's in the public, now all of a sudden somebody has a different perception about you.
That goes back to the original thing.
Yeah.
You're human. They don't have to let you know everything.
But I will say this. There are people in the public eye that they're just not good people. Yeah.
Future.
Yeah.
Did he?
Because you're continuing to do it. One person, you do it one time, okay, we can say, he's a good guy, he made a mistake. When it becomes a pattern, you're not a good guy. You put on a good guy front, which is where the narcissism, where the issues come, because somebody saw you in a good light and now they're seeing this whole different person. Diddy is a good one.
Yeah. I don't think Future puts on for anybody.
No, I think he showed you exactly who he is.
I think he put on initially when he went after Sierra, but then after that it was just who he is.
Yeah.
I don't even think he put on for Sierra.
He did. You didn't see that interview he did where he just like talked about how he had seen her and he just like had this crush on her and wanted to date her for so long.
And she prayed with him.
Yeah, and then they finally got together and then
flipped
he
the
walked
script
like a dog.
Yeah. Yeah. But he'll tell you
But I feel like he's always shown
now
you
that
savage.
is his persona, to take the savage approach, because I think he's also incorporated what he thinks everybody thinks about him anyway. So it's like I might as well.
He just took it on.
That's honestly just him though.
Yeah, it probably is. It's like Kanye. Even
that's
though
mental health.
We talked about
that was that last week's topic. Yeah. Okay, true. But as far as Tia and her husband, I think we saw them married. We thought it was all good, and it wasn't. So do couples have a persona that is presented?
I think it's their business.
But I mean, they were together for a long time.
They were. It was her first love, her first everything, actually.
Yeah, and I feel like things happen in relationships. People grow, and when you start with someone from very young, who you were at 20 is not going to be who you are at 30.
Right.
And who you are at 30, hopefully you're not that same person at 40.
Right.
So going through these different life stages, if you're not growing separately but together, there can be hiccups in your relationship. There can be a disconnect. I don't think that it was that they put on or made people perceive that their relationship was this great, grand relationship where they didn't have any issues. Again, it's about what people perceive.
Yeah.
Like, they both, had pretty good images, never really were involved in scandal and things. So, she was kind of seen as a good girl based on her track record of, the type of films and things she made. And so I think other people's perception of them put these ideals onto them.
Right.
It really didn't. It
Matter.
wasn't how they tried to perceive themselves. So.
Right. Which makes sense. And that's why I said I think the whole thing is a perception. How people see you is a perception. The only person can know if the persona is you. Because
like, you know what your truth is.
Yeah, you know if you're a good person or not. I hate to say that. And I know for a fact you just can't walk around think you're a good person and you're out here a serial killer.
But some people are delusional and think they are still good people.
This is true. That's true. I mean, and then we get into DDG, who gaslit and love bomb and did all the things before him and Haley while they were dating. And then she ended up getting pregnant, and then all of that stuff dwindled quickly. And then he started dragging her on the internet and flaunting, women in front of her and just doing a lot of stuff that you did not see in the beginning. Now, again, we're only getting what the public puts out, what they put out. So I don't know what he was doing that she probably ignored, and even her. She's now, we can say it's retaliation, but also is it really her? And maybe she was putting on a good front for us as in the media.
I don't know. I remember when at that first surface that they were talking, and I remember reading like comments and like, how did they get together? It was like, why was this a connection? So I don't know.
Honestly, I didn't know they were together until she got pregnant. But to be completely honest, I didn't even know who DDG was.
Neither did I.
I would say this. My niece grew up with them. And from what I've gathered from my sister-in-law is that them girls are really genuine good girls.
Chloe and Haley?
Yes. So my niece, she grew up with them from young on up.
Yeah.
And she was like, they're really good girls. So to hear that from someone that personally know them from childhood on up to adulthood.
I think he's only dragging her because he's being drugged. And the stuff that he's trying to perpetuate is her being crazy and psycho. It's like,
but see, this
hasn't
is where
stuck.
That piece comes in where I was talking about like the good girls or guys. Do they finish last? I feel like, they came up in a probably in a nice home. They were taught morals, values, and then you go out into this world. They live in a very different type of world. But even just us, in regular life, when you are, sometimes you can like somebody who is a little more rough or has a different background from you can be appealing. Yeah. So I can see how she could be attracted to him if it's different. But in the end, his true colors came out, and then she was being dragged on the internet, and he was saying all these nasty things about her and
trying to
pretty
make
much playing in her face.
He was playing in her face for a long time. But he hated that people were dragging him because it's like you're doing all this and then you acting like that. Like
things didn't happen.
Yeah.
So I feel like with him, he did try to perceive himself to the world as something, and I think she helped perpetuate that because she kept a lot of things quiet, of course, until they split, and then things were being said back and forth.
And that's where I get into like keeping it private. We also are protecting people's image a lot of times. We've all done it. Like even if we're protecting their image or we feel like we're protecting their image, truly we're just protecting ourselves because we don't want people to see us in a different light. And then when all the stuff comes out, you're like, dang, like, wow. Like, and it's like that person was terrible anyway.
Yeah.
Like,
and I think for me, because I was kind of in that situation before where there was a lot of things in my past relationship that I didn't talk about or disclose to friends, family, whatever. And it was genuinely because I didn't want anyone to look at him differently.
Right.
Yep.
And not so much for me because I have a way of, you can do me wrong, but if I care about you, it's very weird. I need to unpack this in therapy. But you can do me wrong, but if I see that like you're upset about it, like I'll be feeling bad for you.
Yeah, feeling so bad.
Yeah, and I'm like, how am I feeling bad for something you're sad because you wronged me?
Right.
So I gotta unpack that with the lady, but
yeah, I mean,
please go unpack
it for the rest of us, because we're all trying to unpack it with ourselves. Yeah. I mean, that's just the reality of good people, though.
So yeah, a lot of times I would not, and even to this day, a lot of things I didn't disclose. And I'm not saying like it was run of the mill things, but I never did it because it was like, I didn't want somebody to think anything like a way about me. It really was, I was trying to protect them, which also is an issue.
Yeah.
Right.
Because a lot of times you don't want to let nobody know what's going on, because now I'm dating somebody and this person has done horrible things to me and I've told y'all to. And y'all are true friends, and this nigga come around, you like, why is he around? Didn't he just do da-da-da-da? It creates a different environment. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of times
automatic bias.
Yeah, it does. But I think that's kind of like what you're saying. Like, you don't want nobody looking at your person, even though they're doing something jacked up or treating you wrong. You don't want nobody looking at your person in a certain light.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's why
you want to keep everything.
But you're still protecting yourself in a general sense overall to me. So
you are.
Because, like,
you're protecting you guys as a whole, honestly.
Right. Even though then after it's like, dang, that was all that was happening. I mean, anywho, into our topic with our hot takes, I think a lot of these are not that they have a good guy or good girl persona and now they don't anymore. I think it just has a lot to do with what perception and how people see them. They didn't put the good girl, good guy on themselves. That's what the media, the public put on them. But again, then when you're in certain roles in the media, people expect you to have automatically assume you need to be, perfect or go by the book.
Labels on
Yeah. But in a regular sense, in our everyday thing, I mean, like I said, if, a couple people are saying it, you might want to evaluate how you moving. Yeah. So.
I agree.
But yeah, that's that for hot takes. In close, do we feel like is there a persona for good girl, good guy clothes? Like, do they wear something different?
I mean, I do feel like you can dress a certain way to portray anything. Yeah. So, like, say when people are going to trial.
Okay,
they dress them a certain way to make them look more demure.
Yeah.
Like, especially if they're, whatever their defense is. So, say their defense is self-defense.
Yeah.
And it was a woman. They'll, make her dress more modest, make her look a little more homely. So
that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So, it's definitely, you can definitely use clothing to create a perception of who you want to be.
Got it.
Or look like, So I do feel like that's the case.
I think I used to, not that I'm a bad person, but when I used to go on job interviews prior to COVID.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Prior to COVID, tattoos, colored hair, piercings were not accepted. So even with me being a teacher now, back then, I would tell you, I wasn't a teacher because I felt like I couldn't be myself. So I would do jobs where I could be myself.
Gotcha.
So I would say in certain situations, yes. I remember working at the YMCA. First of all, the people didn't know my real name. I gave the people that hired me knew my real name, but the kids I work with thought my name was Kennedy, Miss Kennedy.
And you just gave them a fake.
Yeah, because you ain't finna see me out in public and nah, nope. And I used to see them in public and I said Miss Kennedy, and my kids be looking like, who are they talking to, Mom? Like, what is going on? But anyway, I remember dressing for the interview, y'all, arms covered. I've had my tattoos forever. And I got the job. And then I showed up. Y'all know YMCA is a Christian company.
Yes.
I showed up with my tattoos, and they were looking at me like, you can't fire me now, be discrimination.
Well, technically in Virginia, they can.
Yes,
I mean, that at will, but trust me.
But I know what you're saying.
They won't go. They would. I was a good candidate, but I feel like
you had to change your appearance.
I had to change my appearance in order to, I guess, fit.
Yeah, interviews, I feel like you have. Interviews are one of those. Now, see, I won't, because the last interviews they were over the phone. They were 2 minutes on the phone. So,
But if it was
visual, it was, well, they were, one was virtual, one was over the phone. But if it was something where I would have had to go in, I would have done the same thing. Like, let me make sure, you know, one of the things for like me as an African American woman is to straighten the hair if you're going to certain jobs, which sucks.
Oh, I don't do that.
Well, I definitely have, because I think I did it because when I worked in probation and I wore my twist outs, they said that it was shaggy and unkempt.
Yeah, and that's what I mean by
For
before.
court. They're like, it's not presentable for court, and it's just like, who's making these?
But who said that?
Like, who told me that?
I would ask them who said that.
Well, I said he said it was just him saying it. So then I ended up going to a supervisor about it in a general sense. But yeah, that is what they tried to say. Like, so when I went on interviews, now granted, I'm gonna wear my hair how I want to wear it, but on my interviews, my hair was straight.
I mean, that's the only time I can think of, you know, your appearance. Because honestly, a lot of times I would say I had a bad girl image because of my tattoos, my body piercings, and my colored hair. So when I tell people now, like if they say, what do you do? I'm like, I'm a special education teacher. They're like looking at me like, really? You know, certain people don't get it. Like, I'm not the only one in my building with color hair. It's
right.
White women in there with colored hair. You know, it's not just the black girl, but.
And it's not the hair that makes you who
it's
you
not,
are.
but you know, in the eye of some people, colored hair is ghetto.
Yeah.
Tattoos is ghetto. But now, since COVID has happened, something flipped, and they like, we want the candidates.
Right.
And I'm a good
candidate.
Yeah. So of course I got hired. I even had on a wig when I got hired for the job I'm in now. Mm-hmm. And I remember when I went for my first day, I was hot as hell, y'all. Imagine I had that big blue afro. I was hot as. I told the teacher, I said, I'm burning up. She said, why? I said, I have on a wig. She said, why do you have on a wig? A white lady. And I said, because. She said, Tamara, do not wear that wig in here. Wear your blue hair. Be who you are.
That's nice.
And then in the midst of it all, I'm watching this lady. She still works there. Her hair, I think her hair is green now. I see her walking in the hall. Either her hair was green or purple. And then the girl next door had multicolored hair. And I'm like, oh, something changed.
Yeah.
But that would be
we're definitely in a different age of what's accepted workplace, professional workplace.
But that's the only thing I can think of far as getting a persona from someone far as looks. Because I've gotten that plenty of times. When me say, oh, I do have a bachelor's degree, they look at me like I'm crazy.
Yeah. I think also people with the good girl persona, I think it a lot of times shows up because people want you to have that image. They want you to be. Yeah. They don't know you, but they want you to. Somebody told me they thought I was a deaconess.
No way. No way.
Is it true? And look, here's the thing. I am very nice. I will give you the shirt off of my back.
Well.
But I'm a nice person. That has nothing to do with me being a deaconess. But I think because I don't cuss and he was cussing a lot, I think because I'm just like so maybe proper with the words. Mm-hmm. He said that I said a deaconess where, like, I mean, I do love the Lord, don't get me wrong. But
because I'll curse up now.
He didn't even go into why he said it. I just was like, okay, deaconess. Yeah. The weird part is that, like,
calling her that when I see her in public.
He said that because we were talking about the Diddy baby oil. I'm not gonna go.
Okay.
We were talking.
There's a lot going on.
We were talking about the Diddy baby oil, and I was like, the baby oil and the lube was fine. It was just him messing with men.
The baby oil.
Wanting to have something in it. It has
something
in
I didn't know about the drugs. I was just talking about the baby.
Drugging them with
but I was just talking about the baby oil in general.
You thought. Then you get rubbed.
Did you watch the documentary?
I watched the documentary, but
did you see when they opened the thing that it was the baby oil and like it was another bottle or something? I think it supposed to have been like a combination.
It was Astroglide. It was lube.
Oh, so the baby oil was supposed to have it was the baby oil then.
The baby oil had
the drugs in it. Okay, yeah, I do remember that part of the documentary, but I was more so specifically only speaking about the baby oil, not the drugged up baby oil.
All right, deaconess.
That's where.
Give me the clean baby
oil.
So
then I was like, the baby oil and the lube is fine, and he was like, "Well, I thought you were a deaconess." So there it is.
Oh, so he don't think Deaconess
Gonna be talking about baby oil.
or they ain't getting a freak on.
Right.
What
basically.
did you have on this date?
This was not a date. I was on the phone.
Oh, this was just on the phone.
Yeah.
That would have been the next question.
Yeah. No.
Because why? Why would you say that?
When I was just like Deaconess. Okay. I mean, that's fine.
Girl, you should have got the oil. Next time you saw him, you should have just blessed him.
I'm gonna give him that holy oil right on this.
That's right. I'm saying. You see him.
Splash some holy water on them. But anywho, that wraps up our fit check segment for the day. Okay, I mean, wear what you want to wear. Either way, people know if you know
They think you a deaconess.
yeah or not.
So, what do you guys think the good girl, good guy persona looks like? Like, what characteristics do you think?
The good guy persona probably gives guys that girls don't want. I hate to say that, but
That's true.
That's what I would naturally think of. Oh, he's so sweet. He's nice. He will give you the shirt off his back. Oh, nobody don't want that. And that's unfortunate. Or the guy that's charming, the one you can take home to your mom. You know, the one that'll be around your friends and, you know, all your friends like him. But
Yeah.
So, I think that a good guy is desired, but
After the
women
fact.
want a little bit of spice, like
Yeah.
something to spice it up a little bit.
for sure.
Because if you're too nice,
pushover.
then it's just a little boring.
Yeah.
And not saying you're a pushover, because I
Some
don't
of them
think
are.
being nice equates to being a pushover.
Some are though.
Yes, definitely
Yeah.
some. I mean, there's not going to be 100% of anything, but
Yeah.
I do feel like when you're too nice, it could be like,
God, be mean for a second. No, don't be mean.
and not be
But no,
mean, but like,
just have some sauce, some
Yeah,
flavor,
Grow a
some
pair.
of that.
Yeah.
But like, for instance, okay, because this is what I think
Oh,
of
God.
instantly.
Here we go.
Wait, I didn't even say it yet.
What you think?
Like, when I think about having sex with a good guy, I'm just like, this is about to be so boring.
vanilla.
And I don't like vanilla.
Very
I
vanilla.
don't want vanilla. And it's like, is he gonna be like too okay? You want to turn over? You like? I don't want that.
I'm
Okay.
weak.
But sometimes you never know. You can't judge a book by their cover.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying like when they. This is what I think about when I think about if the guy is too good, or if you have a guy that's too goody. That's kind of. It's like I want you to be rough with me. Sometimes there you can be a little bit rough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I respect that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just there.
That one crazy. I ain't know what you was about to say.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say no wow.
Okay.
So, but that's what I think about. So when I think about a good guy, it's like I need you to be a little bit of.
Like she said.
Give me Russell Wilson in a mixture of ooh.
I'm not gonna hold you. Russell Wilson does nothing for me,
Okay.
but I understand.
The good guy.
It's
That's the
not
part.
even his personality. I think he's great too. His family love that.
You mean
I don't find him attractive.
me neither. But I would
The way
quickly.
that he speaks, it's not really my cup of tea either.
Yeah, a lot of people
But
say
he seems like a very nice guy. Love the family piece.
yeah, I love that
But that would never work for me.
because he's
Not that he's too nice. It's just
He's not
where's
it.
the swag? Like if you gotta have some type of swag, something to you. Like
yeah, like that's why I like Idris Elba.
yeah.
Oh my God, Jesus. Like that is my like I feel like he gives good guy, good man.
You think so?
Yeah, and
I think
feel
he
like,
loves his wife. I don't
Yeah,
know.
same. And she's our age. I feel like
Really?
he gives I feel like he gives good man.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like he gives like enough, you know.
But he also have shown that in movies.
The
So I think that's
extra-
probably where you get that from.
Probably.
Because like in what was the one with the little girls? Mm-hmm. He was a dad that was
protecting his family.
yeah, he was a good guy. You know, he had some tough times, and then when it came down
Daddy's
to the,
girls, that's the
yeah,
one
when
you're
it came
talking
down
about.
to them kids, he did what he needed to
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
Then you had him in The Wire.
Yeah.
I was a fan too.
Okay.
You had him in The Wire where he was a whole bad boy. Like,
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I think he's a good example because you can see the good and the little spice that you're talking about,
that's
you would
the
like
little
to see.
Spice I like.
Yeah,
I like.
I get that.
Denzel give it too.
Do we?
Yeah, Denzel in Training Day.
Yeah, in Training Day.
Oh my
yeah.
God.
But I mean, Denzel's never done it for me either. But
Denzel has not done it outside of Training Day as far as like me thinking he's attractive, but as far as me thinking he's a
Older
good
women, you better not
man,
say nothing about Denzel. Baby.
yeah,
I think Denzel gives good man to me.
He does.
Yeah,
I see that.
and I think he exhibits it, and I like that about him.
Yeah, I can see
And
that.
I still feel like he has enough rough around like he can be rough around the edges. It's just we're not going to get to see that.
Yeah, his wife probably see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I think about. I need the guy to have a little bit of rough around the edges where it matters.
yeah.
Yeah.
I understand. You need a balance.
Right. Because I think it would be boring for me.
Yeah, you want somebody to talk to you crazy sometimes.
Something like a little bit.
Okay.
Get up them stairs.
Smack her ass.
Okay, honey. Okay.
a little smack.
See, and a good guy, not no like slight smack, like a
Pat, pat.
smack,
Yeah,
like a real
yeah.
smack, you
Pat,
know,
pat.
right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I need that from time to time.
I mean, I respect it.
But
I'm saying like, even just outside of that piece of it, just like if we're sitting there and you're just so boring, it's just not gonna work.
It is hard when they're boring. And I've
Sometimes when you're too, I shouldn't say too, like not kind, but like just, and okay, I'm just going to backpedal and not say anything because the words I'm going to use sound terrible. Because like, if you're unproblematic, then
you want to be a little,
but I don't want them to be problematic.
right. I know what you're saying though. But they need to have a little bit of, because also it comes off for me as the protector. Mm-hmm. And I need for you to be able to protect. And
That's
I feel
true.
like sometimes when you're too good of a guy, it's like, let's call 911. You are 911. They're not here yet. So what we doing?
you are 911.
What we about to do here? What you looking at me for? Like, that's where it gives outside of like, sexually, but like for real. Like, I need to feel like I'm gonna be protected.
But I feel like good guys can protect you.
I'm not saying
You
they-
might just be talking about a wimp.
Well, no, not saying that they can't. I'm just saying sometimes it's their first thought is to call 911 as opposed to
I'm weak.
protecting.
The household.
Good guys are not thinking about that. They're thinking about they need somebody to protect them too.
Oh, you mean like law abiding
Yeah, like
in every instance.
sir, you are the protection. What are we? But I can't say that's a good guy or a trait that a bad guy would have.
No.
I think that, and this is why they say good guys finish last. I do think good guys have a hard time in the dating world because people don't see their worth until they probably with somebody that
somebody who
dogged
ran
them
over them.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now
And it's true on the other side too. Like, and that's why I feel like it's the same thing. Like, good girls and guys finish last because a lot of times, as a good girl, you give your all up front.
Yep.
And you are doing everything for this person, and you are, showing them all of the love and care and all of the things that are good. But a lot of times,
they don't appreciate it.
yeah, and you end up, they can be cheating on you or
Dragging you.
yeah, or like stringing you along while they messing with this one over here who's very toxic and very confrontational and
love it.
volatile.
And they love
yeah,
it.
sometimes that like gets the juices going for them. But it's a crazy world we live in.
It is, and it makes it where honestly you just want to pick somebody now that fits certain categories. They don't even need you to fit all of them as far as being like maybe not so straight and narrow. I just need you to fit some of them. So be a good guy in this category. I need you to straddle the line in this one. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So now you're piecing together a person that maybe doesn't exist. So,
But do you feel like, I shouldn't say mold, but you can kind of, if people have majority of the qualities, you can kind of
Work with.
work with them and
the
kind of, I don't want to say mold, but kind of mold them into the person that you need them to be in the other categories.
they maybe I don't know.
And if it's a character trait, then no. Because you can't change character traits
Yeah.
if they don't want to change them.
Yeah.
But certain things like, sometimes, really sweet, nice guys, they don't have no swagger. Sometimes.
Right.
I feel like that's something you can help them work on.
You could.
Like, sometimes the dress is not there. And for me, I like material things. I like to look nice, so I want my partner to kind of match my same style.
Right.
Yeah. So I can help you with that because we can't continue on like, you know, I'm not gonna. Some people say, "Oh, that's a deal breaker."
So are you even how you gonna get with this person? You gonna get with them based on
if they approach me, you know, they have other good qualities. I'm very big on teeth. I'm very big on oral health. If you have nice teeth. You know,
I had to get out of that because
had to get out of a good oral.
No.
I was about to say, absolutely not. That is a hard no. What Troy said, eating pork was a hard no for him. Good hygiene. Hard. That's a hard limit.
So the teeth thing is like my number one thing. But what started to happen is I would really be into the teeth only. And I'm not really focused on other things that I should be paying attention to. No, just like who they are as a person. Sometimes it gets lost because I'm really into teeth.
No, yeah, I look at your teeth. I look at your shoes. It's kind of like a scan.
Yeah, I look at the teeth. Let me see what the face.
Of course, the face.
Then I go down. Is there a belly there?
You don't want no belly.
See, you can work with that.
I can work with a belly.
See, you could work. I'm just saying, like, I could work with the belly. Some stuff you can't work with, and especially if their teeth are like kind of straddling.
The teeth absolutely.
They are.
There's no straddling nothing.
They're kind of straddling.
What is straddling? Stains. The side tooth going.
They're kind of
Then
straddling.
you open the mouth and you see all black inside.
Okay, first, no. But they're kind of straddling. And then you say, hey, do you want to, are you
If you
open?
got tartar along the gums,
okay, no,
it is a wrap. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
No games with teeth.
Same.
None.
Same. And, I mean, I feel like, okay, so say, like, they're great. They might have a little bit of stackage here. Stackage.
No.
Oh, wait.
Stackage as in jumbled teeth?
Like, as in just like the teeth are not lined up, okay? While we're on teeth. They're just not lined up. They could do a little brace.
Oh,
and it
okay.
Can help.
Yeah, no.
So that's why I said straddling.
Yeah, so it's, if you have, like, you don't
No,
have
what
to
you
have
was just talking about
Colgate.
is like...
Yeah, I mean, like, oral health. You cannot... If you have crooked teeth or whatever, that's not gonna stop me from talking to you.
So their teeth are just jacked.
If you have rotting teeth,
no.
If you have discoloration, tartar, plaque, if I'm talking to you and I can smell the decay on your breath, if it smells like it is sewage coming out of your mouth, I cannot do that.
Yeah, me neither. But
I haven't met.
Oh God, there are people out there, and then they had a nerve to talk to you. It's just like,
and they
sir, you
talk
should
to you
not
close,
talk to
and they
anyone.
whisper.
And I'm also one of the people I
Backing on
can't
up.
smell when people.
I'm gonna give you
like you say, you can smell it. I can't.
I'm gonna give you a gem.
That's the
I'm
best
gonna give
thing.
you. I'm gonna give you a gem outside of the pod, and then
Then maybe you haven't come across anybody, because let me tell you, if somebody's breath is off,
I have. Jesus.
That's why I said I'm gonna give him that outside of the pod.
Okay.
But yes, okay, we got on people's appearance.
Okay, well, what about good girl persona? Because we done took the good boy all the way down.
Well, we like a good guy though. I was getting on that. I really do want a good man.
Everyone wants a good man.
And I want my man to do the things that, like, people are like, I don't need him to do that. I would love for my man to hold the door. I love for my man to say, hey, I got you flowers, if that's what he wants to do. I want my man to
be thoughtful.
Yes. And that's the same things I would give him. So that for me is what I would want in a good guy. Now, whatever persona is to be, I'm good on you having personas, because personas are perception. And I don't want perception. I want reality.
Yeah.
So, I do want him to be a good guy. I'm at the point now where, like, yes, I want certain things. I want him to be a little rough around the edges. But to be honest, I will take the non-rough around the edges, good guy, and be bored a little bit, because there's other ways I can spice it up. Yeah. And I'm not talking about sexually, but obviously that's what everybody's thoughts are right now. But yeah, so.
Okay, well.
But as far as the good girl.
Yeah, good girl.
I mean, I feel like with good girls, same thing. Like, good, they finish last, and I feel like
guys don't be really wanting a good girl either. They want
the same thing we just said.
We're just describing.
They may want a good girl, may want you to be a sweet girl.
This dude said he want a good girl and a freak. That's what he told me.
Well, it's not really different than what we just said. Like, oh my God, y'all got issues. But it's the same thing as what we just said, though.
Yeah, they want the same thing.
Both of y'all just said, "Hey, good guy, but he got to have a little extra." It's the same thing with the women.
Yeah. Sometimes
because you don't want a straight boring ass girl.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know how to explain it, but because I do know I'm not a boring girl. I know I'm a good person, but I know I got the spice. I know that.
I'm boring.
I know I'm not.
You feel like you're boring?
Yeah, I can be.
I mean, I feel like everyone can be boring.
Anybody can be boring, but I can definitely say I'm a good girl.
I'm definitely
with the little
spice. Yeah.
The spice girl.
Yeah. I'm a good girl with some Old Bay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I'm the same.
Only you would say the spice.
Yeah, that's the spice I'm giving. Might be too salty for somebody. You might be just right for somebody else. So I'm just saying, I'm a good girl. Like, I know that I'm a good girl, but what I stopped doing is trying to prove to other people that I'm a good girl.
Yeah.
You either know, you
I'm
don't
not
know.
doing that,
And if you miss out, you miss out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I don't think it's something that should be proven because it's going to come across just based on if anyone's been in any other situation with
anybody else.
Yeah. And not to say like she's a bad girl or whatever, but just their type of character.
Yeah.
You know, there are people who are, and I'm not going to say particular because particular can be a good thing.
Right.
But there's some people who are just nitpicky. Yeah. And that can be quite annoying.
Yeah.
So it's like you should be particular with a lot of things because that's how you set the standard for what you want and what you accept. But there are people who are annoying because they're nitpicky. Mm-hmm. They are argumentative. You know, they're all of these things. And I feel like on the opposite side, just speaking for me personally, I'm a very easygoing person. Mm-hmm. A lot of things don't bother me. There are things that get under my skin. I'm particular about a lot of different things, but a lot of things that bother people don't bother me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of people think, oh, you're just uber nice. You're very nice. It's easy for you to get run over. And yes, in the past, I have been walked over, but as I've grown and matured, I don't accept certain things that I used to accept.
Right.
I do have a lot of patience and I do give a lot of rope, but if I'm being disrespected, then I don't condone that and I don't stand for that. So it's for people to understand because they automatically think because I'm this way, like, oh, she's just so nice. Like, she's so nice. And they like, oh, she's innocent. And because I just don't do certain things. But that's just because I carry myself with a level of decorum.
Yeah.
So I think you can be perceived in different ways or people can create these connotations of who they think you are based on you being a nice person, you being what they call a good person.
Yeah. Which that's why I think people bring certain things out of people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
someone has brought the devil out of me before. And that's what,
It's
that's
very-
what I tell people. I'm like, look,
yeah.
I'm a very nice person.
Same.
But once that
Line is
flip
crossed.
is switched,
Yeah.
That smile is good.
it gets ugly. And I don't like to go there. Because when I come out of character, it's I don't like that. Like, it's because I become a very different person. And I don't like to be that person.
I think that's a lot of people. Like, you can be a very good person, but like you said, somebody can pull it out you and you don't want to see, you know?
Been there. Had it pulled out.
I think we all have been there. Like,
Don't want to go back, but have no problem jumping right on back over there if I need to.
And see, I have a problem because I'm just like, I feel like I want to live a chill life.
Same, but again, I can't control what somebody... I feel like it's a slight... me defending myself as opposed to maybe in the past where I let stuff slide like you said, when people think people are taking advantage, yes, people have taken advantage. To me, they've only messed themselves up when they do that. But again, now, as opposed to me not saying anything, I might, speak on it. That's what I'm saying when I say, yes, I want to be peaceful. I don't like to argue. I'm not the type to want to keep going back and forth with you about the same thing. I'm solution driven always.
Yeah.
If there is no solution, what are we arguing about when there is not a solution?
Yeah.
There is not a solution. If there is a solution, let's have the conversation that we disagreed
Find the
on,
solution.
and then let's go with the solution.
Yeah.
Because continuing to talk about it over and over, for me, is draining. But again, I say that to say, nowadays, I'm more like okay, it's not going anywhere. All right. You don't have a solution. You're not offering one.
Yeah.
You want me to offer one, but I just offered the last one. And okay, I will offer it, but it depends on where we are. I'm not going to keep offering solutions either, because maybe you just like problems. I don't want that for me.
Yeah.
So in a general sense, somebody may get the impression that I'm the B word or I'm this way. I am very type A.
You are.
That's just who I am. But I also know when to have fun. I know when to play. I know when to be businesslike. I know when to take things serious. I know when to be empathetic. I'm emotionally mature of what's going on. You're more than likely not going to have me lash out on you where I'm cussing at you, where I'm being disrespectful to you. It doesn't mean necessarily that, oh, she's a good girl. It means that I've learned how to regulate emotions so that I don't have people triggering me and making me do things that are outside of my character. Mm-hmm. However, if you talk to people, what we label good girl is she's not out here sleeping with people. That's the main thing. Mm-hmm. Oh, she's not out here like baddies. They're on baddies, but what people don't realize, they're on there for a check. So they're really like Scotty. I don't know how much y'all watch that.
I don't watch baddies.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Scotty on there would be considered the good girl. She's on a show that is portraying bad girls, but she doesn't do any fighting. She might go back and forth. She's basically, long story short, just because something portrays you as one thing doesn't automatically make you that. Mm-hmm. So that's why I don't think a persona or a stigma actually sticks with this topic. So part of this discussion are like, what's the perks of being considered the good one? And what are some of the things we see, the good people getting? I think for me, people feel like I will do anything for them so they can call me anytime, whether they're giving me that back or not. I feel like when people consider, oh, she's so nice, she's just ask her, she'll help you. Yeah, I will. But I don't think people consider all of the things that I have going on too.
But is that a perk for them or you?
Well, it's the perk of being a good one when people consider you like this, like in my opinion. So they consider me the good one, and that's a perk for them thinking that I'm the good one.
Yeah, that's definitely a perk on their end.
Yeah. But other than that, like, I think with these things, I think easier acceptance is one of them. Because...
Yeah, but I mean, I am not how I am because I want to be accepted.
Same.
I am who I am because that's just my personality.
Right.
Because sometimes, honestly, there are times where I'm like, I wish that bothered me. But I can't make something bother me that doesn't bother me. Yeah. Or like, I wish I could stay mad longer about certain things. Because some things are messed up. And I'm just the type of person, I can be fuming, mad, like angry about something. And I go to sleep and I wake up the next day, I'm like, it's not that serious. Yeah. And I can move past it with the person. Yeah. Or whatever the situation is. So that's just my character makeup. So I feel like it's not really... Now, some people do things for acceptance because they're a people pleaser. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And, of course, with being kind, you can be a people pleaser because I am a people pleaser in the sense of people that I love and care about. Yeah. I always want to be there for them. Yeah. So I will be here, there, and here to make sure that everyone feels like I'm showing up for them, which is detrimental to me. But it's just that's how I try to show up. Because sometimes that's the best way to do for somebody.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you can give them things, everyone, you know, you can give gifts, you can send money, but sometimes it's like, I just needed you here.
Yeah.
So that's how I always show up. So I'm always doing the things. So it's something I'm working on. I try to say no more. I think I don't do it for acceptance, but I can see how it can be
considered that or looked at like that from some people.
I say no all the time.
That's good.
I've gotten to the point where you never to burn me the hell up.
Yeah, and I know it
took a while, but
see, the problem for me is I have so many friends, like different friend groups, that it's like a million things, like with different groups.
Yeah, because like you said no to me, but you're saying yes to these friends, and then somebody's got to get a yes. I get a yes, which makes it where you will get burnt out quickly.
Yeah.
I'm always just on the go. Yeah, because it's so many friend groups, and like I'll have nothing to do. Like I easily can have nothing to do, and my calendar's always going to fill up because it's always going to be someone asking me to do something. I don't talk about it or complain about it to people because it sounds like, oh, what was me? You always have something to do
with all your
friends. Somebody's always inviting you somewhere.
Yeah,
but it can become exhausting.
Yeah.
That's neither here nor there at this point, but just the acceptance piece. I don't do it for the acceptance. I do it for the love and care.
I think I do it because it's just my personality. I don't know how to do anything else. And I feel like if I'm doing something else, I'm not being authentic to myself.
Yeah, because sometimes it just really racks. Like, if I have to say no, I have gotten better with saying no, and I've gotten better with, because I used to always be like, okay, if I had to say no, I'm like, I can't because of this. Like, I'm explaining. And I'm like, I really don't have to explain, because no is a sentence.
It is.
Yeah.
And the thing is, on the flip side, if somebody tells me like, oh no, I can't do that, or I'm not going to do that, I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not going to press you about it. But I think also because of my personality and how I am, people are like, well, why can't you come? Just come. Just come on. And then I'll feel the pressure. And I'm like, okay. But now, like, I've gotten better, because if I really don't want to do it, then I'll just be like, no, I can't. But sometimes it's still like, okay, I'll just come. I'll stop by.
FOMO.
It's not FOMO.
Oh. So
it's literally I'm doing it to placate my friends and family.
That's nice.
It's not nice.
Okay. Not nice for you. Nice for your friends and family.
Yeah, it's nice for them, but it's not nice for me.
Yeah.
So it is something I'm working on.
I think I do it because obviously, like you, it's my personality. Also, like you, I really feel bad for people when they ask me for stuff that I know I can do that I don't do. I will think about it too much after, as opposed to just being like, well, she can figure out how to do it, or he can figure out how to do it. It's like, it'll take you 5 seconds. Just do it. And that sometimes is like, now 5 seconds turned into 20 people. And
yeah, because you're just doing it for everybody.
Yeah. And so I have learned to say, I'll send somebody ChatGPT real quick. ChatGPT, especially my mama. Love her, but like, girl, go to ChatGPT and figure out. Then I tell her, go to ChatGPT, figure out what you need, then send it to me, and I'll look over it after. Because
you're a proofread.
Yeah, then it'll let me do less. Because I can just make sure she didn't miss anything. That's really why I do it. Because I think about thoughts that people don't think about. So, but I don't. This has nothing to do with me being good or bad. I think just morally I'm good, and ethically I'm good, and
that's how I feel.
That's how I feel.
I have a really big conscience.
Yeah,
and I'm very big on, like, if the shoe was on the other foot, would you want those things done to you?
Right.
How would you want it? Like, how would you want that to be if, the shoe was on the other foot? So I'm very big on that. I'm always putting myself in other people's shoes.
Same.
So I'm, like, overly considerate sometimes.
And sometimes I feel like people are not as considerate.
Absolutely not.
And I'd be like, dang, I thought about that for you.
And
but
I think that's why it makes me so angry, because people are very self-centered, selfish, considerate.
And then I have to re-regulate my emotions about it, because then I have to be like, well, they might be going through this. You just never know. So just assume that they are.
Certain times, but sometimes I'm like, no, you were just straight up inconsiderate.
Yeah. And I'm just like, just assume that they are and just move on. And I think that helps me. Just giving people benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, sometimes, but sometimes people don't deserve it.
That's true. So I didn't know this was a thing, but they are calling it the nice guy syndrome.
Okay.
Where he basically, in our term now, would be he gaslit us into liking him.
That happens.
And now they make movies about it all the time. This guy, like,
they make crime shows about it.
They
too.
do. He like got you hooked, got you on the real gin, and boom.
Now you crazy. Yeah, I mean, I think that's a real thing, but I think
so. That would be like with love bombing, also.
Yeah.
Okay.
They just basically convince you that they were something else, and now they're really not that.
Yeah, or they try, and not to say that they are, because I mean, sociopaths. Yeah, but like, I think everyone would generally, unless you just don't give a F, everyone wants to generally put their best foot forward in the beginning. You want to show up as your best self, do all the right things. But I feel like they don't, men, and even women sometimes, with men, I feel like they want to show all the things that the woman wants. Maybe you're buying her things all the time. You're calling, texting, sending thoughtful notes, sending flowers.
Showing up in front of her family and friends is like doing all those things for them when you don't really have to, just because you want them
overdoing
to now.
It.
Yeah,
and then after,
and nothing's wrong with these things genuinely.
But when you do it just because and then drop the ball, that's what that is.
Yeah, when it starts to taper off, and not to say everything is nothing's linear. Everything is ebb and flow, but when you were doing all these things and then it becomes nothing, that is a problem. Or you were doing all these things and it becomes the opposite, where you become like the devil.
Crazy.
You're cheating on me. You're chronically lying. I can't trust you. That's the real gaslighting part.
And men don't see gaslighting in women, and they call it the good girl trap. But men don't see gaslighting in women and love bombing in women. But women will get them. Then they get married because they've been agreeable, they've been nurturing, they've been doing all the things, they've been freaky with you, they done did everything, and boom, now you done married them, and now they're like, I married her and she just turned into somebody else. Yeah, I know, she got exactly what she wanted. And it's nothing wrong with any of these things when it's genuine. But it turns into... So gaslighting and love bombing is obviously both ways. I think men overlook it a lot because, like, literally, don't get me wrong, men sometimes focus on the wrong thing. So sexually, you do a lot of stuff with them. Sometimes you had them hooked. They're not even paying attention to nothing else. Girl could be psycho. Yeah. But sexually, she was submissive to them. And now they're like, now they...
the love of my life.
And so you got with her, you just married her, and boom, crazy, psychotic. So it's a form of love bombing and gaslighting.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, because some people can really conceal their crazy up until a certain point.
Which is very psychotic.
On both sides.
Yeah. I was watching on Netflix. It's called My Crazy Ex or something. I don't know if those are actual what it is, but it's something about exes.
They are true stories.
What is it called? There's a show. It's some about exes.
Oh yeah, I think it is My Crazy Ex.
Okay, something like that.
Yeah,
it's something about an ex.
Because they had the roommate one.
Yeah,
worst ex ever.
Oh, worst ex ever. Yeah. That's exactly what it is.
Worst roommate.
And the Japanese Chinese girl that her mama tried to kill that man over that kid. I said, did this come out of nowhere? You work with her mother for years. You got with her and then you turned crazy. I'm like, nope, she love bombed you. She was always like that. Now he did ignore some things because when he starts talking about her, he's ignoring a lot of the red flags. Still married her, still was trying to do his best to take care of her, and it just wasn't enough. And then he got custody of the child. Because I guess she was not doing what she needed to do. Yes. And then
they killed his grandma.
Yeah, they killed his grandma. Put her in a trash can. Tried to kill him.
And they were trying to make it seem like he was
attacking them.
Pretty much, they tried to make it seem like he killed his grandma. They came and he tried to attack
I think I
them.
saw that one.
Oh
Yeah,
my gosh.
Yeah, that one wasn't on Worst Ex Ever, but it was on. Yeah, I think it was My Crazy Ex.
Something like that is
Yeah.
on Netflix now, and I could not stop watching. I watched all of them all the way through.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, people are psychotic out here.
You know, all I watch is crime docs, so
Yeah, okay.
I've usually seen all of them.
Any of them I watched too.
So I think with the persona, it's the perception. We've narrowed that. That's what that word means.
Yeah.
Persona means perception, and it's whatever people see you as. If you are trying to, in my opinion, become a good person, if multiple people say that you're not, then it's something you got room to work on there.
Yeah.
That's just how I look at it. You know, for whatever reason, everybody thinks they're good. I don't believe that.
No, I don't believe that either.
Just
And
like,
I don't think they believe it either.
I don't think there's anyone who's 100% good or 100% bad.
Right.
I think we all have shortcomings, flaws,
100%.
but there are some overall unpleasant
People. Which is why I
harmful
went to
people.
like morals and ethics
Yeah.
and principles, because I feel like if I stand on those and be good with those, I can't. It's hard for me to say I'm a bad person if I'm standing on. Now, if somebody's morals are different, then okay. But like morally, you know, you try to be good to people. So, I mean, but anyway.
So, like, when it comes to dating, how do you feel like that persona shows up, like, in the dating world?
For me personally, I feel like I feel it. My body is put at ease. My neurological system is put at ease. For real. Like, I don't feel stressed.
Yeah, anxious.
I'm not anxious. My body's not tensing up. My body naturally tenses up around people or things because I'm an empath.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I'm put at ease. And so that's how I know this is a good person at heart.
Yeah.
Maybe not for me, but at heart.
That's. I mean, I think that's pretty accurate. I always say, like, if you leave a situation feeling drained, tired, exhausted, upset, that's probably not the best person to be around.
Yeah, no. Losing yourself.
Yeah. When you feel like your cup is full,
Yeah.
and like you said, like, at ease, later.
Yeah. And like, even if you don't, and I feel like I know, because I don't know how to talk to them all the time.
True.
I'm just like, I feel like I'm mentally taken care of for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, what about y'all?
I could not answer that question.
Oh, you don't know?
I mean, I haven't been dating, so like.
But when you were dating, you've never dated somebody you're like, oh, they were a good person. Ever, Shamika? Okay.
That's unfortunate. I'm
I
sorry. to hear
have,
that.
okay, one relationship. I don't consider that dating, though. When I consider dating, I consider like dating.
Okay, well, we mean
But-
relationship, dating, all of it, all in
Oh,
that
yeah, I had
encompassing.
somebody that was a good person.
Okay.
That was shortly lived.
Okay.
Was it because they were a good person?
No, I mean, they were a good person. I do feel like it was trying to show how good of a person they were. They did do all the things.
So do you think it was forced?
I think because I was older, that they bit off more than they could chew.
Okay.
So that he was younger.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I do think that. I think the person was a good person. But I do think that he jumped in and didn't really know
What he was getting into.
what he was getting into.
Which I think makes him at least an exceptional person in that regard.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
like I said, good person. I mean, my kids thought he was a good person. He was around my kids, so clearly he was a good person, but it was too much. It was too much, and it was too much, and he didn't tell me it was too much.
Okay.
I started to pick up on little things that made me say, hey, this is too much.
Okay.
Like, he can't really handle this, although he's saying, I got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, as far as like what you said, like the mental and the, when you're in, try not to get into too many details. When you're in a situation where you're trusting somebody with certain things and they're not taking care of those things, you can't be mentally okay.
Yeah.
So if I'm trusting, let's say I'm trusting you to pay the rent. We made an agreement. I'm trusting you to pay the rent. And instead of paying the rent every month, you're paying a portion of the rent. And then I get something in the mail saying, hey, you need to pay this or da 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 da. I can't feel secure because I thought you were already taking care of that and you wasn't.
Right. So that's why I said, like, for me, if I feel like a guy is a good guy if my neurological system is...
Yeah, because you can be a good guy, but my thing is, even with being a good guy, as that good guy, you could say, hey, listen, I can't handle this.
Yeah, yeah.
Instead of trying to give me that whole picture or give me what you think or what you want me to have when you're not... I don't want to say he was incapable. Maybe the money management was off or something because he worked a pretty decent job, but it was something about being that good guy where you couldn't say, hey, I can't do this the way I thought I could do it.
So he meant well. He just didn't take accountability for the things he couldn't
Big
do.
facts. He probably just didn't
know how.
Because things. I feel like it's a level of deceit when you don't tell things like that.
Yeah.
It's definitely. Because if I get my electric bill and I'm thinking my electric bill is paid in full and it's like disconnects. Wait, hold. You know what I'm saying?
So he probably was a good person.
Yeah.
Who struggled with
communication and transparency.
and transparency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And communication and if you don't have the communication and transparency, which I can honestly say, you know this, that's what ended the relationship.
Yeah.
Those two things.
Yeah.
So, I mean. And
see, for me, I know now what I would determine a good guy to be based on my neurological feelings, how my body feels. Even people that I'm not dating, friends, if I start to get tensed up where I feel like I gotta go home and lay down, yeah, somebody is throwing me off a little bit. And that for me, whether people believe it or not, some about their what's the word? Ashley's like, I don't know what the word is. I'm trying to,
your headset.
How do you, their energies around me, are draining me. And when I say draining, I get overly stimulated. I gotta go.
So like now with the guy that I've been talking to, when I get around him, I'm giddy.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm not that kind. I have such a strong personality. People don't even see that side of me.
Yeah.
Like,
I was just happy for you, just when you said it.
Nobody sees that side. So for me to get around somebody, I can be in the worst mood, and when I get around him, I'm just like,
and I think,
and I'm like, hi, like it's cool.
Yeah.
And he's a good guy.
Yeah.
But he's a good guy, and he got that little sauce I was talking about.
That dog.
He got a lot of that.
The dog and
so it's a great balance.
Yeah.
Great balance.
Yeah.
But I think people should be who they are.
Truly. And I think people can do bad things and still be good.
Absolutely.
And I think,
because nobody's perfect.
I think patterns is what makes people bad. I don't care if they say they're a good person. Like, no, you continue to do it. You got it at some point. You're a bad person.
Yeah.
Like, and you need to work on that flaw in yourself. But I think with dating, for me, now I see it. Now I know it. Now I feel it. And I don't think people should walk around saying, "Oh, I'm a good person." That is so weird.
Yeah, if you have to state that you're a good person,
you're trying to convince yourself,
and you're probably not a good person.
Yeah, when you're trying to convince you're trying to convince yourself or of whatever it is you're saying. I'm a good person. I'm a good this. I'm this. I'm that. Are you though?
Because why you keep saying it?
Because who you convincing? Are you convincing us or yourself?
Right.
Yeah, like if you're having a conversation about something, that's fine. But like if you're just going around telling people like, I'm a good person.
Or in your relationship.
And also, I'm a good person. Jacked up stuff that they know was jacked up and people are looking at them in a different light. But I'm really a good person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you're not. It's okay.
Yeah. And that's why I think if you have to continue to state it when you're dating somebody, either you shouldn't be dating them because they're not seeing your worth. Maybe you feel like you need validation because that could be your love language.
Yeah. So
you continue to tell them because of that. Or you are not a good person.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, but I think persona again goes to perception, and whatever people's perception is, I'm no longer masking. I will mask my man. I'm not masking in a dating situation. Mm-hmm. So whatever you're giving is what you're giving. And if you're around people I know and they're saying, hey, this is how he gave something, then I got to take that now and look at it and assess it. Is it going to determine me to be like, oh no, I'm done with the person? Maybe not, but I will do a second and third look.
Yeah.
Cause I don't want to be in a situation where I'm ignoring things that other people see around me that love me too.
Yeah.
About a person's full character.
And I also like the fact when you said that you're a good person and you don't feel the need to prove it.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing because it's basically saying, hey, I'm not going to, it's almost to the people pleasing.
Right.
I don't feel the need to please you. I know what I am.
Yeah.
So that's big because like I said, like all of us just said, when somebody keeps saying they're a good person, it's like your actions and who you are should
show that. Yeah. True.
You shouldn't have to tell me all the time. And then that's also another way of them trying to please somebody because they may not be a good person, but they're trying to convince you they're a good person so that they can please
other people.
Yeah, other people. Yep.
Yeah. And I think it turns into, you just, when you start to really know yourself, you also know yourself. Like, your flaws. We're not perfect people. We're not claiming to be perfect.
Like I said about my alcohol.
Yeah.
I was fucked up in there.
We know. Trust me and the alcohol know too well.
We've had some times.
So, but I enjoy who I am. But a part of loving myself is realizing that I am flawed and I'm okay with being flawed. Long as I'm working, and I really do, I work on being a good person. I don't go around saying this. I work on that internally with myself every day. What can you be better? What can you bring to this world that's better? But I think with the persona, there is no real persona. Because everybody has their own persona of themselves and then whatever they put out in the world.
Right. And then whatever other people think, honestly, it's none of your business. If you think I'm not a good person, that's none of my business.
Right.
That's your problem.
Please don't be around me. But also don't go around hurting people in the name of being a bad person.
No, true.
So for me, normally, if I'm not in a good mood, I'm going to stay at home. Ain't nobody going to see me. I'm going to be ducked off.
That's considerate.
Yeah.
Well, I hibernate anyway.
Because I don't like to put my energy on other people.
Projecting onto others. Yeah.
Because I know sometimes my energy can affect people's whole moods.
Absolutely.
And
I actually would not go. The other day I didn't go. My energy and I had an attitude. I was going to see the Giants
football
the exhibit.
Alicia Keys and Switch Beats.
The Giant.
Okay.
And I was not in a mood, and I had to let my friends know that, hey, I'm not going.
Yeah.
I didn't go. Like, I was in a different space, and I knew it. And it's not that I'm going to be nasty to you, but I'm not going to give you the friend that you
normally get.
You used to be laughing and joking and having a good time, and I was not in that place at all. So before I go somewhere and be in a weird space, I just didn't go.
Yeah.
Because I feel like being in that weird space can make your friends feel like, oh, what's wrong with her? What's she got going on? Even though they may understand.
Or they might not.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't want you to even look at me like, okay, she's being a bitch today or whatever the case may be. So even though a lot of times I don't care about that type of stuff, but I'm just like, I'm taking people's feelings into consideration.
Which is good.
Yeah, because I don't.
You do.
All right.
You do. It just depends on who.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, because some people get, ooh.
Because I also have never seen you be any type of way to anybody nasty or any of that. So if somebody was to tell me that, one, I don't know why they felt comfortable, but two, I just don't have that experience. So unfortunately, that's when I attested to, you might have gotten that because of who you are.
Or what you did to me.
Right. So I can't. Now, if I see it with my own eyes, I can be like, okay, well, I don't know. I'm still going to say I don't know, depending on who you are as a person to me. Yeah. But again, I think, it's good that we have emotional clarity to know when we should not be around people.
I don't want to make nobody feel no type of way.
Yeah.
And I do know I have a very dark, mean side.
Oh, okay.
I didn't realize I had it.
I
had somebody. It has to be because I didn't realize. It took a while before I read. I'm like, oh. I said that, or
yeah.
I'm just saying, like thinking to myself, like, damn, did that just come out my mouth? You know, like
yeah.
But that's when you have pissed me off. Only people that have seen that is guys. None of y'all have seen that.
I don't. Only time somebody would see it, I'm irritated. I'm sleepy. I'm hungry. There's only a few factors that'll make me.
Guys, maybe a disagreement or whatever, and a different side. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Those are the only people that have seen.
But I've learned to regulate the hangry stuff, so I'll eat a couple times before I'm
No,
going
hangry.
somewhere.
I ain't gonna
where-
snap being hangry.
It just depends on how long.
Yeah, I don't get that hangry.
I can't explain. It's something you just.
My kids may see something, but they're not gonna see what I'm talking about is what maybe an ex would see or the end of a relationship would see. That's a different. That's a get the hell out of my way.
But I've only had. I don't really have negative, bad relationships previous. It's only been one that I would say was negative. Otherwise, all the others I could easily say, hey, you know, what's up? Like, cordial.
Nah, you know me, I block you on everything. If I see you in the street, I don't speak to you. If you was in the middle of the street, I might hit you. You know, I'm
Lord.
on that type time. Especially if you did something crazy or you talked about me or did something and I know I'm a good person.
She's only kidding, people. She's not running anyone over.
Just
okay?
kidding.
I may not run
Just
you
kidding.
over. Don't get in my way, though.
Yeah, I
Not
I
you
am
saying the
like
Jeep.
that. Yeah, I'm more the same. Like, I like to end things on a good,
Yeah.
like, because at the end of the day, we are all human, and people do things to hurt you.
But what happens when you end things on a good note and then you notice that the person is being weird?
I just let them be
that's how- yeah,
weird.
That's what I do.
That's a them
and that's
thing.
exactly what I did. I let you be weird. Me and my kids over here. You cannot contact none of us. Don't you look our way. Don't you speak. None of that. Because if you want to be weird, you be weird over there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You be weird over there.
Yeah.
And anytime it has something to do with my kids, I am a different person.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
See, that's the factor. I
That
am a
makes
different
sense.
person when it comes to my kids.
Because
So
I'm
if you
like
wanna
that with
be
my
away,
niece and my
yeah,
nephews.
no, we're not doing that.
Like when it comes to them, I might be a little bit more protective. Like, don't say that to them. But I get it. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
We're still good people.
I'm an amazing person.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah.
But listen, we all have our breaking points or have triggers that would make us be like, all right now.
And I feel like that's sometimes when people go from good to bad.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They
And
just
I think
start, they're
that's,
hurt,
like,
the
what
trauma.
the good girl, good guy persona, and like in relationships, that is usually how they turn because they're usually scorned from relationships and repeatedly. And then so it's like
Now might as well
now,
turn
yeah, now
the
I'm on
future.
demon time.
I'm future all the way.
Yeah, and so that's how
you
it
see
flips.
future appear.
From behind the mic.
That was like Jasmine Sullivan and their song.
Oh, right.
What was the name of it?
I don't know the name of it, but
Yeah, I mean,
you can sing it for us. Okay.
my vocals are not great.
We did want to hear you sing. But okay. But yeah,
I
no.
scream it in my car, but I can't do it on
Yeah. We
Not I screaming in my car.
we turn into something else because of trauma or PTSD or being scorned or realizing that hey, good girls and good guys don't finish first, so we might as well finish with being bad. You'll remember us at least. I don't want to be remembered like that. So for me, I'm like, hey, however you treat me is something you're going to have to live with. But at the end of the day, I'm going to be done with you. But you're not going to have to get
I'm
me
just
triggered.
cutting all ties. Like, no,
But I am I'm more
ties.
strict now.
Yeah, I think it's about being strict, but not changing your core values.
Right. Facts. But anyway, are you a good one? Who knows?
Who knows? The people who have dealt with you, who's been in your space.
Yeah. So if you like what you heard today, like, share, subscribe. And don't feel like you got to put on a front for people. Be who you are, but try to genuinely be good.
Yeah.
Like, genuinely. Otherwise, that's all for this week.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning into another episode of Receipts Denied. If you vibe with this, tap like, pass it on to your people, and subscribe so you're locked in for every drop. Until next time, stay bold, stay real, and deny the receipts.